Chamba Sports, where we highlight our community in the youth sports space and talk about the real passion behind the sport, how it heals us and makes us the best players in the game with the help of our athletes, our coaches, our players, and of course, all of the fans. Let's get into it. Today, it's been a week. I think we took a week off, right? We took a week off.
Doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it, but we took a week off, and I'm excited because we are bringing in a special guest. She is from Golden Valley, so I'm excited. And you can tell he's wearing his Golden Valley merch today.
I'm a Golden Valley coach.
But if you're from any other school, we would love to support you guys. Even just send us the link, and we'll buy some merch. We'll support. Arvin, thank you guys so much for allowing us to sponsor you guys. We definitely want to do that with all of the schools out here in the community. So feel free. Reach out, send us a DM. Coaches, we are here. We want to sponsor, so feel free. But let's get into it today. I'm going to go ahead and let our special guest introduce herself today.
Hi guys, my name is Sofia Amaya. I'm 15 years old and I play volleyball at Golden Valley.
How are you? You feeling better now?
Yeah.
You less nervous? And Sophie also plays club volleyball.
Yeah.
You forgot to say that. That's important.
Sorry.
Okay. And how are you feeling? You good? You good now?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
Comfortable.
So tell me a little bit about Sophie. What do you like to do? What does Sophie like to do?
I like to be active, like in sports in general. Like I don't like staying home because I get bored. But I've been like playing volleyball for like 6 years now, ever since I was a little kid, and it's always just been my dream to play like on the court and playing with teammates. And I like the competition.
That's good.
How'd you get into sports?
My mom, really, because she played volleyball in Arvin, and she played basketball in BC, so it just got me like into sports a lot.
You didn't tell me that. Now mom is sitting over there, and I'm gonna bring mom in after this.
So she's very competitive then, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you start playing club when you were like little, or was
I actually
it like
started last year.
Oh, so you haven't. So you were playing like recreational volleyball.
Yeah.
Okay. And where did you play?
I played like general wise or
like
I started playing in middle school, and like at first I didn't really like know it yet, but then I started getting comfortable with players. Like, oh yeah, like I taught them more towards it, and it's got comfortable.
And what's your position?
Libero.
Okay.
So,
and I heard you're very good.
Yeah.
I've heard that from other students, not from but I've heard it from other people, and they say that you're a beast on the field. So on the court, sorry. But I know that they love you and that you are great at it. Mm-hmm. So you played middle school. Where'd you go to middle school?
McKee.
Okay. So you were playing there. Mm-hmm. And then last year, were you on varsity or?
I was on varsity.
You were on varsity.
Oh, actually JV.
But as a freshman.
Yeah.
Okay. That's important because you knew the skill. Mm-hmm. What kind of motivates you to play? Is it the competition only, or is it like
the competition? Because I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So no, that's understandable. You have any? I look at him sometimes because he says I talk a lot.
Sorry, yeah. So she pulls me into the conversation.
Oh my God.
I have to wait for her.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to find your passion behind it. Like, we understand that everybody loves competition. Well, not everybody, but not point to her like this. It's okay. But yeah. So what drives you just to even get better, to go to practice and everything, and just like push yourself, really?
Fighting for people's spot. Like, if there's like a best hitter on the opposite team, it's good to get those digs, because like, okay, like I'm not afraid anymore to like get her digs, because like you got it. Like, you just have to have that kind of mindset. Like, don't take anything for granted. Just go for it.
That grit. You gotta have that grit. So is club volleyball a little different? Because
it's way more competition. Like, you have people that are trying to fight for your spot. Like I said, like nothing's for granted. Like during club, like you have to earn your spot. Because when I started club, I went to a 16s team, and I was a 14-year-old, and they had this libero, like they already knew from Arvin, but like I was playing the setter for JV, so I wasn't like guaranteed a libero, and like I kind of lost my love for, like started losing my love for sport when I was in JV, just because I wasn't playing my position, and that's like what was like dropping me back down. So I told my mom about it, and she was like, "You just keep showing up And I started getting my love again once I started doing club. My coach, Brandy, and like, I'll explain it. Not Kayleen. There's this girl that she thought she was gonna take her spot, but she really did. I took her spot instead. So it's like, you just have to have that mindset. Like, just because they're already guaranteed a spot doesn't mean you can take it from them.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But that teaches you a lot, because then that teaches you to have more drive, right? So what we tell, and he tells his players, like, you're not guaranteed that spot, right?
Yeah.
So you have to work for it, regardless if you think that you have it or you don't have it. Like, you have to keep working at it, and you have to keep working at your skill. And I'm sure you do that. Are you doing, like, do you do off-season training? Are you, like, off the...
Like, right now, for my elective, I have strong body, so it just makes me get more in shape and build muscle.
Girl, you got strong body as a sophomore? What? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even... But, then why didn't you tell us so that he could be in strong body too? Oh, that's so cool.
And does your mom help you out a lot too?
Yeah, we do, like, when, like, our free time, we just, like, get reps in, like hitting reps, and like me moving my feet, and like not do unnecessary things, just to get like a habit of like not doing it. Yeah.
It's all about going down to the basics. Yeah, because even from coach myself, by the time I get home after coaching these boys, I see my little ones that want to play, and I'm like, football, really? But no, like I said, that's good to have the help even at home too. So
yeah. And tell us a little bit about your school, your education, because I know you're smart. So tell us a little bit about how that plays a big role, because a lot of people, you know, they understand that sports, you have to be a student and an athlete, but it's really important to juggle all of that all together.
Well, I say, like, because I have a 4.0 GPA, and it's good being a student athlete because it like helps you remind, like, oh, you have like a role in playing sports, because in order to be eligible, yeah,
it's okay.
That like gains you, like, knows that you have to have a good grade in order to play the sport. So it's like a big role for your team too, because your team also needs you. So I think that's what's important. Just keeps you on track with school and like not let you fall behind.
You're talking about your team. When you guys find out it's grade check, or like, how do you guys do that? I always wondered, like, do you guys motivate each other and like who has the best grades? And
yeah, we're like, oh, who has the best grades? And like this like team, or like, oh, me and stuff. And like if they don't, we go to tutoring with them, like just in case, like,
oh, that's awesome.
They need help. Yeah, like it's like a whole team, so we just help them in reality.
That's awesome.
Way more supportive than the football team.
I know. I'm over here looking at him like, yeah, you should be doing that together. Some study hall sessions. That's so cool. I think that's really motivating. Guys, it's really important for you guys to do that. Like, if you think that, you know, you're struggling, or you feel like you're struggling in your academics, like, grab those people around you, because you never know, somebody might be able to help you in a subject that you don't quite understand. Like, I helped you.
Spanish.
Right? So,
Spanish class, I passed because of her. So.
Yeah, so definitely, like, and also look for those resources around you, because your counselors, your teachers, your parents, even those that are around you, that you know, friends and family, we're all here to support you guys. So we want to make sure we say that. But
you said coaches too, right?
Coaches, you guys are important. But going back to Sophie, academics and school, and your mom played at basketball at BC, like, that's awesome. I want to see some pictures and some videos. But what are the next goals? Like, are you looking at school? Are you looking at playing sport in school? Like, what are some of those visions and goals? Because you guys aren't too far behind. Yeah, it's already sophomore year.
Yeah, I'm thinking of playing college for volleyball, like for close wise, like to home, like UCSB or USC, but like Division 1. My dream schools are Texas, Pittsburgh, Louisville, and
oh, you want to leave?
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, you want to leave? Yeah, I was like that. I was like, I want to leave. Don't want to be here. But that's good. That's really good that you have that vision and that you understand exactly what you need to do to get to that next step. And you know, those grades are important. They play. You know, Santa Barbara would be nice. Yeah. That would be cool. What about those schools kind of brings attention to you? Is it the campuses, or like the structure, or what is it?
I only been to like UCSB campus, and I fell in love with it. But the other schools, I like the competition, and the coaching wise, I like it a lot. Yeah.
It's different, huh? It looks like it's a little bit more intense, more a little bit to the next level. Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, I would love for you to go, and then we could go watch. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I always wanted to go play it too. So
Yeah, we want to. I wanted to go to Santa Barbara too. So, and tell us a little bit about like your daily like motivation, but also a little bit of when you aren't so motivated because you just had an injury.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you kind of stay motivated, or how is that? Like, how did that injury affect you? It's okay. We can be as honest as you want to be.
Because I got my injury, it was during practice, and I had only played 2 games of the season. So it started like in the beginning of the season. So we had a North game, and then after the next day we had practice, and we were just doing some reps in. And I dove wrong, so it like caused a dislocation to my left shoulder. And as an athlete, like you get worried, like, oh my gosh, like how long am I gonna be out for? And it kind of like really like messed up my my mental health, just because I would see like my teammates playing, like you as an athlete, you want to play with them as well. You don't want to be out, and just I was out for 6 weeks, and like as an athlete, you really don't want to hear how long you're gonna be out for, just because the love that you have for the sport too.
It's definitely, it hurts, right? Because it feels like you're not a part of something, and it feels like you're missing opportunities. So I understand that. And let's talk a little bit about, and you can be and share as much as you want, and you don't have to share, but mental health. I think it's really important when I don't think people understand sometimes, like it is really important, especially when you're an athlete, like that mental health, because you're so used to being with everybody that when you kind of get hurt, like you lose that motivation to even talk to people or to be around people, and you kind of shy away from your like friends, family, the game, right? Like you feel like you have this anger towards the court sometimes, right? Like that, I think that's a and I don't know if that's how everybody feels, but I'm sure that kind of feels like sometimes you have this anger towards somebody else, right? Yeah, so don't feel like that. And it's better that you get through it, and now you're better. You had surgery, right?
No
surgery.
Just, like,
it just
they just
healed?
popped it back.
Oh,
it was like horrible.
God, I'm like, oh,
never experienced that before. So hey.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's. I mean, do you feel better now?
I feel
Okay.
better,
You're gonna go back and play club, right? When do you start, in 2 weeks?
Yeah. 2
Okay,
weeks.
so you'll be good. But guys, seriously, it's really important. Mental health is nothing to play around with. It's something that's really important, and a lot of people don't understand that being an athlete, it's kind of sometimes a little harder on you because you're so used to all of the people around you and all of the support, and don't let it bring you down. Always remember that we got people. Go to the practices. I don't know if you went. Did you go to practice?
I went to some.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
Do what Sophie does and go to the practices and, support your teammates, because it's still going to feel like you're very included. And don't forget, it's not the last time. You can always keep playing after. It's just a minor setback. Just a minor setback. That's all it is.
Like, you motivated me to go back to soccer now.
Okay.
After my surgery,
after
so I'm
his
good.
knee
I'm ready.
surgery. After
I'm
his
ready.
No, he wants to go play like a Division A team, and I'm like,
I got a few more years.
We're
left.
on
That's
Division
it.
D. Like we're at the bottom.
I feel like Mike Tyson trying to go back in the ring. All right.
Tell us a little bit about like your daily life and how you kind of manage playing club. Now that your regular season for high school is over, you're gonna start playing club and your practices. But I'm sure those are late, and you have mom and dad running around everywhere, especially with travel, and you guys travel everywhere. How does that kind of play a part in your daily life?
It's actually like really easy. Just the only thing is that when you come home late from practices, like you have to do homework, so I have to stay up late. But it's like you also have to manage your grades as well. Because for my mom, my dad, they're like, if you don't pass, you're out for club. Like you have to have good grades. You can't have C's. And I think that's just what motivates me to like have A's and B's. Just in reality.
A's.
Yeah.
We can keep it A's. 4.0. Let's keep it like that. A's. Yeah. And I'm sure it's tiring, right?
Yeah, it's really tiring.
Talk a little bit about that, because sometimes we get on our son after football practice. He's like, I'm tired. I just want to eat a noodle and go to sleep. And we're like, no, we just want you to like make sure you finish your homework. And but I'm sure it's tiring. Is that like super tiring for you guys, or is it like you get the strength because we're old and We're tired by like 9 p.m. I'm sorry.
8.
Yeah, because I think most of the time our practices starts like at 7:45 and we don't get done till like 9. And like
Your practice starts at 7:45
Yeah.
p.m.
yeah,
Not even 6.
no.
Oh,
Hats off to your parents then.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my mom has to come running around back and forth for me. So it's kind of like I feel bad. I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, you're good. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, like it's sometimes the practices are hard, but like you just have to keep pushing. And like my coach, Brandy, I have her again for this year. So I really like how it's like she coaches me because she gives me the motivation to keep going and like just to keep love for the sport because she pushes me a lot during practices and she gets me like a better player.
We'll talk about that a little bit about your coaches. How do your coaches like? Well, she motivates you. Is it different with the different types of coaches that you have? And I'm sure you've had different coaches throughout the years. Like, how do you keep that dynamic and making sure like you're doing whatever they want you to do, but you're also doing whatever you need to do to become the better player?
Well, I have a new varsity coach for volleyball this year, and she also coaches for club as well, same Central Valley Starlings. And when I got injured, like she was always there for me, like making sure I was okay. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, don't go on too fast because I don't want to like lose you again. And that's what motivated me. Like I got you. Like it won't happen again. Like just like being there for the team and making sure I'm doing like my spot and my position.
And you've had a number of coaches now because you were played at McKee, so you played middle school and then you went up, so it's different. What about your team dynamic? All of your friends and your players, how do you guys get along? What are some of the rituals that you guys do? Rituals, I'm saying it like it's a bad thing. No, like practices, like when you guys come together, how do you guys make it feel like you guys are all one?
Like motivating each other, like, hey, you got this, like nice pass, like just cheering on each other, like just helps us a lot. And just communicating like, oh, can you put the set more tighter? Can you get the pass more tighter? Just like talking to one another and just like explaining like, oh, just to help each other out throughout the game.
So any pregame rituals?
We do like, I don't know what it is, but it's like an energy thing, like peanut butter in the cup, like just to motivate us.
You should show us.
Peanut butter in the cup.
You should show up like peanut butter in a cup. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's just like to hype us up. Like it's just supposed to be funny. Yeah.
That's good though. Get the energy up right before.
And it gets you guys pumped up for the game. What about for you? Like before you go to a game, do you put your headphones in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just blast music in my head.
What are you listening to?
Just like Kendrick Lamar, really. Like his new song, Not Like Us. Like it just helps me, really. Flex Up by, I forgot his name.
But it gets you locked in.
Yeah.
It gets you locked in. Yeah. Sometimes I always wonder sometimes because I let after the like in the photo shoot we tell you guys to turn on your Bluetooth and I always get amazed by the type of music all these different people have. Like some are country and some are old school and I'm like this is what pumps you up. Like this is cool. So it's kind of cool to see it from a different point of view. What are some of the main people or your main support system that kind of helps you along the way?
I say my mom the most, just because like she was an athlete as well, and like she helps me mentally. My coaches, of course, Coach Brandy, Coach Des, my boyfriend too, because when I got injured, like he'll help me, especially mentally, because he got injured as well. And my dad as well, like he'll be out of town, but like he'll still talk to me through the phone and be like, hey, it's okay, like you got it. Like when I come home, we'll get like a snack or something to help you up. Yeah.
What is your help you get up? What did he get you your snack? Is it ice cream?
It's like
is it
chips, slushies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like let's take me to the corner store. Okay. Yeah. I get it. That sounds cool. I mean, my thing is ice cream. Like get me some ice cream and cupcake. Cupcake and ice cream, guys. Cupcake and ice cream, and I mean, I don't even play, but okay. And so, tell us, just give us a quick. If you were talking to the next generation of athletes, and you can talk right into the camera, what would you tell them? As you know, a little girl. I always say it as like my little girl, right? My little girl's 6. But as a 6-year-old, she kind of gets a little intimidated. By people and she's intimidated by the fact that like she doesn't know if she wants to play a sport because of the fact that she's little and she's scared or she's scared of the ball, she's scared to get hurt. So what are some of those things that you would like to say to the next generation and to kind of influence it? Because you're a girl, so it's different because you're a girl in sports. And a lot of girls, I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of girls stop playing sports by the time they're 13. By the time they're 13, they just quit. They just don't want to do the sport anymore. And I think it's amazing because we've seen so many more girls play now in different sports that they're more, likely to play and keep playing even past high school. So any words of wisdom for them?
I say try out for the sport because it keeps you active and like you get to like have more friends, get to know them, get to like just find out what sport you really like, and don't let people define you as an athlete as well, because honestly it affects your mental health. But also it's always gonna be you versus you in life. Don't let anybody like say something bad, because don't listen to them, because it's just gonna affect your mental health. And just go for it, basically.
Oh, I love the you versus you. I'm like, oh my god.
That's like Kendrick Lamar saying right there.
Aw, you guys always have the best like sayings. I'm like, you guys are really, motivated, and I love that about you guys. I think that you guys all of you guys who are young out there playing sports, like you guys don't understand the difference that we see from generation to generation. Like when we were playing the sport, it wasn't as a big of a deal as it is now, and now you guys support one another, and I see it on the football field, I see it on the soccer field. I got to watch soccer game. Like you guys are motivating and holding each other accountable, and that is so important. So just make sure you have that system. You're my system, babe.
It's a little more togetherness now than it was back in the day.
Yeah. So
but is there anybody that you would like to thank?
I like to thank my club coach Brandy, Des, my coach from varsity, Coach Carol, my mom, my dad, my sister, and you guys as well. Thank you guys.
Thank you. We forgot Andrew. Andrew, we got you.
Andrew.
We don't need them. It's fine.
Thank you so much, Sophie. I just love getting to know all of you guys, and I love getting to know a little bit more about you and just you as a person, and people can relate to you, and it's important. Thank you. Thank you for sharing all of the things that you go through as an athlete as well, because that's important. That as well as you're an athlete, you're also a person, and it's really important for people to understand that we all have feelings. Guys, like we mentioned, mental health is really important. So make sure you guys, take some time, take a self-care day if you need it, and that's what you need, take it. But also know that you have people who are supporting you. You have, your family, friends, everybody around you guys. We're all here to kind of support and to be there. And don't forget to, not yet, don't forget to just keep following and keep sharing your stories. But don't forget, if you know anybody who is interested in doing the podcast, Chamba Sports is to serve all athletes. We are here to serve you guys as a community, as a support system. We are here to kind of show you guys, that there's endless possibilities. This is your starting point in your sports career and anywhere that you want to go after this. So definitely it's free of service. If you guys want, feel free to fill out a form, send us a DM. We'd love to have you guys on just so you guys can share your story and give some more insight and allow the next generation of athletes to be influenced by you. And don't forget to
like and subscribe.
We'll see you guys on the next one.